is going on with you, YouTube? This is Regular Dave coming at you with another video. And as you can see, my laptop's not fixed, man. That's a problem. So I had to get this video to you because I listened to this whole thing, playbook number 2, gameplay. It was an hour long, and I was like, man, I gotta talk about it. I have to make a video about it. So once again, I'm pointing my phone at my iPad, like my beginnings. These are like, this reminds me of when I first started making videos, but that's what I'm doing to get this done. So they mentioned a lot of features. I got things playing in the background. They mentioned a lot of features, and I'm going to just touch on one right now because, you know what, I don't want this video to be too long. I can't edit it, so when I just lose my train of thought or start rambling, I don't really like to let you guys hear that, so I normally edit it out, which I can't do with this phone. So I'm going to just focus on one thing they talked about, and I thought it was fairly important, and I wanted to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about the pros and cons. Let's see. May as well get this gameplay video started up. Yeah, get that gameplay video started up, but go watch it for yourself. If you can see me, I got my Machinima Sports shirt on. But here we go. Let's get this started. All right. One of the features they talked about, and they spent a good time talking about it, that I can see having a positive or a negative effect, depending on how it's implemented, is pass trajectory. Now, as EA Sports fans, let's keep it real, y'all. Let's keep it real. Well, I can't consider myself an EA Sports fan. As a fan of video game football, you know when EA Sports tells you something, you got to take it with a grain of salt because it always sounds good. But how it actually plays out determines, you know, how good that feature is, because they've mentioned things that play out like crap, and it sounded like a good, you know, in theory it sounded good, but you know what, the actual functionality of it wasn't so good. So one thing I want to talk about is pass trajectory, and that's basically how the football gets to where it's going. And they said they've added 20 to 25 new pass trajectories. Now, how could there be any negatives in that? I'll explain in a second. But I do want to say this. One of the people that kind of, you know, just started everybody, you know, kind of led the way on making these gameplay, basically Madden and NCAA critiques. Apex is free. His last NCAA 12 video, I think he only did one because he, you know, stopped playing video games and gave up his system, but he recorded him playing in GameStop, showing how there are no pass trajectories in NCAA 12. You cannot put the ball where you want it to go. It just doesn't happen. You can't put it. And he showed several instances where he wanted the ball to go, and there's just no possible way for it to get there. So people, I read the comments, and people were like, you know, nitpicking, whatever. But it was actually a real problem, and EA Sports has decided to address it in NCAA 13. Again, you know what? People are being listened to. You could tell they listened to. Somebody saw that video and was like, okay, the jig is up. They figured us out. They discovered us. So they decided to introduce pass trajectory into NCAA 13. Now, that's a good thing. But let me just say this, because, you know, when you hear these enhancements, you think of, well, how could it go wrong? That's the first thing you think of when you think of EA Sports. How could it go wrong? And now this video is just on for y'all to have something to watch, because, you know, I know it's not coming out good. You guys need to go watch this yourself. But you know what? How could it go wrong? And I've already, you know, kind of looked at what could be a humongous problem with this whole introduction of these new pass trajectories. Now, what time is it right now, man? What time is it right now? It is draft time. When they are breaking down quarterbacks, what are they talking about? Can he make all the throws? Can he make pro-style throws? That is like how they determine if a quarterback is going to make it in the NFL. What does that say? That says everybody in the NCAA playing college football cannot make all the throws. So for a pass trajectory to work and be a welcome addition, ratings must matter. How many times have we said that critiquing these football games? Ratings are going to play a huge part in if pass trajectory is a welcome addition and the next step on to getting simulation gameplay, or just another feature for players to cheese with. And what I mean by that is some average quarterback really can't throw a deep out and drop it over somebody with velocity. They're just not able to make that throw. Physically, they can't do it. Now, if pass trajectory is just a blanket gameplay feature that they added to the game, and everybody can kind of put the ball right at wherever they want on any route, it's going to be a problem. And from watching this gameplay podcast, or whatever you want to call it, the offense was heavily favored. and passing seemed heavily favored in this game. And hopefully that's not the case. But if, ratings don't matter and accuracy and arm strength and everything else and the footwork doesn't matter with where you place the ball, which, is a possibility with these EA Sports games, then, the pass trajectory is going to make passing so heavily favored that, it's just going to be a cheese fest. Now, I don't know if they were just showing instances in this game, but the passing looked heavily, like it was pretty much unstoppable in this game. Now, hopefully they were using good quarterbacks, the Matt Barkley and whoever else is returning with high ratings where they can, drop the ball over the safeties and have, make every throw on the field. But hopefully, they keep the ratings in mind when they're determining pass trajectory. And if that's the case, then that is a definitely welcome feature that, I'm really looking forward to. So we'll see how it plays out, man. Want to keep this video short. I guess 6 minutes. That's not that short, but I got another feature I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna bring these out in installments. Might bring it out later today. Might bring it out tomorrow. But I'm shooting my iPad, man. I'm talking about it till this computer gets fixed. I'm not stopping the videos. NCAA 13 is upon us, and we're gonna talk about it all the way to the release of the game. So this is Regular Dave, and I will get at you guys another time. Peace.